Good afternoon, folks, as we have now eclipsed the noon mark. We had a game here start earlier. You can catch it on regionsports.com as well as facebook.com/PCS Sports and facebook.com/Region Sports. That was the 11 o'clock game where the Couts Mustangs were victorious. We are now here, game day in the PCC on the Porter County Sports Channel, streaming live on the internet at regionsports.com, as well as the links that I just mentioned. We come to you today from Couts High School as Berkey Families Farms and Couts presents now the Boone Grove Wolves as they take on Westville Blackhawks here. So today in this second broadcast, you'll be joined by me, Mike Jamia. Alongside me is Isaiah Gransberry with the color, as well as Larry Babcock. Guys, how are we doing?
Doing well. The energy in this tournament has been phenomenal. You know, this is my first time attending it, and I've just been blown away by the hospitality, the individuals, the teams, the competitiveness. Just a great event, and looking forward to seeing it all culminate tonight.
Yeah, so it has been an incredible tournament throughout this week. We are now, like you mentioned, culminating tonight. Tonight we'll have both championship games here on Region Sports for the girls and the boys and the PCC tournament. It has been an outstanding tournament, like you mentioned, Isaiah, in terms of hospitality. The great people at Boone Grove and Hebron, or Couts rather, have done an outstanding job in hosting this, both locations. And it is a special tournament. I mentioned in the first game today that I really do think that there's no better conference tournament in the state. It is just special. The pageantry, the rivalry, the trophies, the cheer blocks, the spirit awards, just everything is so storied about this tournament. And it really is a great exemplar of what is Indiana basketball. So people, as they watch on regionsports.com, facebook.com/Region Sports, and facebook.com/PCC Sports, as they watch around the country and around the world, they're in for a treat today. So we have the Westville Blackhawks, and they'll be playing the Boone Grove Wolves. And what's kind of the road been, Isaiah, for Westville this season? How's it gone for them, and how have they gotten here?
So they're 10-9 right now with the opening round win against La Crosse, 54-43. But before that, they actually have been in some battles all season long. You could tell these guys play hard, going on a 4-game win streak earlier in the season, including a win. So looking at the bracket here, they opened up in a game against South Central and got the W there. And now they get to go up against a Boone Grove team, a very tough Boone Grove team. But I think they have the athleticism to get it done.
Yeah, that's one thing you mentioned is athleticism. For you folks that were tuning in on Thursday at 5:30 here at Couts High School, you were able to catch Westville as they defeated the Satellites, and that athleticism was on full display. A lot of talk here around the PCC conference, or the Porter County Conference, and a lot of people are saying that this Westville team is a little bit of a dark horse here as they've put together some string of some really good games, and it seems like they are peaking at the right time in this tournament. So they'll be exciting to watch, as well as Boone Grove will be exciting to watch as well. So Boone Grove doing an outstanding job. They have some great scorers on the inside and on the outside, and Trey Steinhilber, as well as Connor Melkai, and inside with Andrew Murray. We'll take a quick break here as we're panning around, folks. This is what it looks like here. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back for the start of this one. Remember, you're watching Game Day in the region on the Region Sports Network, PCC Tournament 2022 on the PCS channel. Be back in a second.
Since 1919, farming has truly been a Berkey family calling for generations. But it's not just a farm. There is much more for families to enjoy. The county market, with freezers full of homemade, home-raised products. The bakery, where pastries, donuts, and more are made daily. The coffee shop, with local roasted hot and cold coffee and espresso drinks. The restaurant and ice cream parlor. Stop in, you won't be disappointed. Berkey Family Farms, 205 South Main Street in Couts, and on the web at berkeyfarms.com.
Blythe's Athletics in Valparaiso, whose team has been serving your team since 1959, is a leader in athletic apparel and equipment sales. Whether it's off the rack or customized to your specifications, Blythe's has the products and staff to serve you best. Trophies, embroidering, screen printing, athletic shoes, anything you're looking for, you'll find at Blythe's. Visit them today at teamblythes.com, where the athlete shops.
Welcome back as Berkey Family Farms and Couch presents RSN Game Day coverage of the 2022 PCC Tournament right here on the PCS channel. Remember, folks, generations of family tradition since 1919. Visit BerkeyFarms.com to find out more. So we're moments away here from tip-off, but before we do that, there will be an introduction of the starters and players and coaches for each team. You have the Westville Blackhawks. They are coached by Andrew Eubank, and the Boone Grove Wolves are coached by Matt McKay. So it is going to be a good one here, a highly anticipated matchup between these two teams. And Couch High School has done an outstanding job of hosting this tournament. We are here Saturday. It is the big day here, so you got to win 2 games in one day if you want to win a championship here. But for these two teams, it all starts now here at 12:36 exactly. We have the student sections, the cheer blocks for each school. They are here, as well as the faithful, the community, and a gym that seats nearly 1,300. It is looking pretty full.
Yeah, and like you mentioned earlier, everyone has been here since the beginning, since the morning. You know, it's not too many places you can expect to walk into a packed gymnasium with everyone smiling, you know, happy, excited about basketball until March, you know, and we're in January. So this is a great warm-up from March being right around the corner.
Yeah, January basketball in Indiana is the equivalent of March basketball pretty much everywhere else, folks. So the starters here, we have Gavin Hannon for Westville. Alongside him is Caden Pepper. He'll start, as well as Cody Brooks. And rounding, and then Kenny Pepper as well. So we have both Peppers, Pepper on the front court, Kenny and Caden. Kenny a senior, Caden a sophomore. We have Cody Brooks, a senior. Gavin Hannon will be the primary ball handler in the backcourt this evening, as well as number 22, big X factor, Julian Ellis, a 6-foot senior.
Yeah, and Julian Ellis, you know, when you got starting 5 as athletic as this, you always have to be on the lookout for lob plays. And I could see them, they connected on one in the first round. I could see them connecting on one really early, trying to get some momentum, wake everybody up in the gym.
Yeah, that'd be a great start for the Blackhawks if they can do that, but they'll be met by the Boone Grove Wolves. We got Trey Steinhilber. We have Mason Bills, a great two-way scrappy player. You have Jared Bankovich. Again, this Boone Grove's team is very gritty, folks. Andrew Murray, the big man in the middle. He's been a force on the interior, as well as Connor Melkai. So Connor Melkai, the only non-senior in the starting lineup for the Boone Grove Wolves. He's a junior, folks, but if you remember, if you flash back to around a year ago, he had a big game coming off the bench as a sophomore in the sectionals, knocking down some big threes. Connor Melkai is a big-time player.
And I had the privilege of coaching Connor over the summer, and he is a phenomenal player. Look for him to work hard and create a lot of good open baskets for Trey Steinberg, Trey in this ballgame.
Yeah, so the Blackhawks, they win the tip. Hannon passes out to Caden Pepper. Caden Pepper hands it back off. They're working at the top of the key. Driving middle, cradle layup, no good. Tipped back out, Steinhilber with it. Melkai with the ball to Steinhilber.
Looks like Westville is in a 2-3 zone to start.
Yeah, so there will be some ball movement you'll anticipate from Matt McKay's squad, as they're very good at reversing the ball. Skip pass there. Back down low to that short corner. They get it to the cutting Mason Bills. Mason Bills tries to drop it off. He's in the corner now, getting it to Melchi for a moment. But a great deflection there as Julian Ellis comes in flying and deflecting that pass.
And that's what you want to see early in the ballgame. Fly around, get into the offense's head, and let them know that nothing today is going to be easy.
Steinhilber for three, dials it up. Back iron, no good. Bills rebound. So they have a second chance. Melchi with it. Puts it between his legs, dials up a three himself. Misses it. Kenny Pepper with the rebound. Here come the Blackhawks. Up to Caden Pepper. Great block there. Pinned off the glass by Andrew Murray. Steinhilber behind his back. And here come the Wolves. They're running. Steinhilber floats one. No good. Rebound Caden Pepper. Transition back and forth. Steal by Steinhilber. No slowing down here. Melchi in the open court. And he missed it, but Andrew Murray with the tip. It's good. First basket of the game, folks. Brooks for three. No good. Bankovich with the rebound.
I would look for Boone Grove to probably slow it down a little bit right here and try to get a decent look on offense. We've been rushing it early on, and that's been attributing to bad shot attempts.
Yeah, you can't sprint a whole marathon, and you don't want to go in a track meet with this Westville team. Perhaps Connor Melchi stopping on a dime, using his pivot foot well and fading away on the baseline.
And that short corner shot, that's his shot. That's his game right there. Look for him to get step backs, fadeaways. He's going to knock those corner shots down consistently.
Julian Ellis with the travel there. Connor Melchi with the beautiful bucket. Crafty. Great footwork by the young man. Bill's bringing it up. Bankovich to Bills. Bills touch pass to Steinhilber. Steinhilber off glass. No good. Tipped. It'll stay here. Or no, rather, it will go to the Westville Blackhawks. Kenny Pepper let that one go out of bounds as he saw that it was tapped out by a Boone Grove Wolf, and no reason to grab it there as they'll bring the ball up the court.
The Pepper brothers, they create a very difficult matchup inside for Boone Grove with their size and length.
Connor Melchi playing the passing lanes. He takes it all the way. Timeout for the Blackhawks. Outstanding start here for the Boone Grove Wolves. So the timeout there. We'll keep it here as it's a 30-second. Isaiah, what do we see early here?
Early, Westville, their shots aren't falling. You know, that's simple. And you know, this is a perfect timeout by Coach Eubank, just getting his guys to settle down and let them know that the shots are going to fall, but we got to start on the defensive end first. They're giving up a lot of second chance points and just too many offensive rebounds early on. So look for them to make that adjustment coming out of this timeout.
Yeah, the Pepper brothers are going to have to do well in the front court when it comes to the rebounding element of the game here, as you got to win multiple phases of each game in order to pull away with the victory, and they're going to have to get a job on the boards. They're going to have to get it done on the boards tonight, or today rather. Hannon driving to his left, kicking it to Caden Pepper. Caden Pepper going inside. He's fouled. Andrew Murray, the whistle on him.
Seems like both teams are a little bit slow with their feet early on this morning.
Yeah, it appears to be the case. Ellis now drawing Bills out there to the outside. Ellis dials up a three. No good. High rebound there. Corralled by Murray to Steinhilber. Bills now with it. Back to Steinhilber. Pressure there by Ellis. Foul by Ellis. So Gardner beyond the volleyball line picks up a foul there.
Westville, they're going to have to, on the offensive end of things, they're going to have to keep on working to get inside, get to the basket, get easy looks, maybe even work the ball around on a few swings to give themselves the opportunity to do so.
Bankovich with the quick pass inside to Bills, but there's a foul there. I believe it's called on Caden Pepper. Yeah, it is. So Melchi will be inbounding it underneath. For those of you who haven't noticed, perhaps we got a sub here, and that's my fault for not mentioning it. Andrew Husky's now in the game for the Westville Blackhawks, and he'll be guarding Melchi. Melchi driving on him. Floating one up. Short. Tap by Murray. Goes out on Murray, and the Westville Blackhawks have the ball. And Boone Grove perhaps looking to pressure here.
Looks like a 1-2-2 pressure. You wonder if they're going to trap or they just,
Yeah, big man Andrew Murray stopped on a dime, made some contact here, sent Caden Pepper flying into the first row of the stands there. Got some big boys in the front court tonight.
Knocked over his head coach right there, Matt McKay.
Yeah. Matt McKay's like, come on, I'm an innocent bystander, brother. I'm on the same team. I got the blue tie on. What are you looking at? Taking it to the way. Hannon for two. Steinhuber getting it out to Melkai to inbound it quickly as Steinhuber wants to bring it up with pace up the court. Bankovic down low to Murray. Murray draws two, kicks it back. Woo-hoo-hoo! A beautiful pass by Steinhuber to Bankovic. A no-look there and an easy basket.
Phenomenal ball movement right there by Boone Grove.
Ellis wants one of his own. No good. Steinhuber running. Putting it up. Off the glass, off the rim, no good. Putback, no good either. And there's a jump ball. Bills look to have landed awkwardly. He's going to shake it off. Daquan Coleman comes in for Murray. We'll also need a sub for Bills as he is now limping to the bench. In for him is Cameron Dixon. So you hope Bills is okay. Steinhuber gets the inbound. So you have Coleman and Dixon out there for the Wolves. Alongside Steinhuber, Melkai, and Bankovic. Daquan Coleman has three defenders on him. Steal there by the Blackhawks. Hannon with pace. Caden. Pepper to Pepper. Nothing there to show for it as Caden Pepper handed it off to Kenny Pepper at the top of the key. There's a foul. Boone Grove. Coleman with it. The foul. Husky with it. Kenny Pepper. Travel.
There's a lot of standing on the Westville Blackhawks offensive end. They're going to have to get some movement there.
Yeah, they're going to have to move without the basketball. Have to do that against this Boone Grove defense. Very stout, especially if you make it easy on them.
Okay.
Melkai being guarded at center court. Gets it to Steinhuber. He's guarded by Hannon. Breaks him down with the crossover. Pulls up at the free throw line. Steinhuber. Shot creator.
He is so fun to watch. He, as you mentioned, shot creator, very flashy, and gets the job done.
Husky drives baseline, drops it off to Pepper. Caden Pepper, that is no good. Melkai brings it across the timeline. He's guarded by Hannon. Dials up a long distance three. Short. Ball goes out of bounds. Blackhawks now have it.
It's one of those shots. Connor thought he had he was in rhythm. He felt confident about that. But as Coach McKay, after the shot went up, he put his arms out and said, hey, that's not a good shot.
No. Connor Melkai is an outstanding shooter, but folks, he wants to be known as a scorer as well. So he had the great short corner fadeaway jumper earlier. Takes a long three, misses it. Speaking of threes, Caden Pepper drills one to the top of the key. Now it's a 10-5 ball game with 2 minutes to go in the first period. Bankovic looks to fire, doesn't. Instead sets a screen for Melkai. He pops off of it. Melkai with it in the corner, gets it to Steinhuber. Steinhuber pump fake, driving, kicking. Melkai corner three, no good. Tipped. Bankovic with the rebound. Second chance opportunity here for the Wolves.
Westville's going to have to box out. There's another second chance opportunity for Boone Grove. Let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Melkai floating one up, fading away, no good. Another rebound by Bankovic. So a third opportunity here. Isaiah, you mentioned that the Pepper brothers are going to have to crash the glass, unable to do so here in the first half. Stops on a dime. Melkai floats one up. Short corner. He loves that spot, folks. He's letting us know. Connor Melkai talking to us.
He is a scorer. You can't let him get going because he will go off on a rant.
Step back mid-range jumper, pure by Julian Ellis.
That was nice. It looked like an NBA level move right there.
Ooh. Yeah, a little step back.
And now we see the face guard Melky.
Steinhilber with the long distance, Jay. We got shot takers, we got shot makers, we got it all in the first quarter here. Between leg, step back three, no good. Dixon with the rebound, Melkai will hold it. Patiently takes it across the timeline. Matt McKay drawing it up, telling his guys, all right, let's perhaps get a set here. They go 4 low. Dixon comes and sets a screen for Melkai. Melkai trying to communicate with him what he's got to do. Patient with the ball, 25 seconds to go in the first period.
And I like the move to take the last shot of the quarter. You limit the opportunity for Westville to potentially get some momentum going into the second, and you have the opportunity to go up by double digits heading into the second.
Hannon with the great hands there as he pokes the ball free. Folks, Julian Ellis is 6 foot. We have Connor Melkai is 5'7". Steinhilber with the 3. Back iron no good. So misses that one. But yeah, you see Julian Ellis guarding Connor Melkai out there, and you see the size mismatch, but that's what you want. You have the quickness. But so we'll take a break here, folks. It's 15-7 after 1. Remember, you're watching the PCC on the PCS channel.
Did you know? Wow, they'll prepare fresh fish while you wait. Did you know?
They make over 40,000 donuts from scratch every week?
Did you know?
They offer 23 different deli platters for your party?
Did you know?
They have freshly chopped fajita mix ready to cook.
Did you know?
They have the best fried chicken in the area?
Did you know?
They offer our signature curbside service 14 hours a day.
Strack and Van Til, now you know.
From schools to stadiums, hospitals and bridges, everywhere you look, union carpenters are building Indiana. With jobs and skilled trades in high demand, there's never been a better time to start building your future. As an apprentice, you'll earn a debt-free college degree, earn while you learn, and receive great benefits like healthcare and retirement. So what are you waiting for? Visit carpenters.com to learn more. Visit carpenters.com and start building your future today.
Welcome back. You're watching Game Day in the PCC on the PCS channel. Stay with us after the game as we name today's peak performers, celebrating the best performances on the court for both teams. Hannon gets it to Kenny Pepper. Kenny Pepper looks, swings it to Caden Pepper, and back to Hannon. He pump fakes, gets his defender in the air. That's Melkai who jumped. No good, short on the attempt there. Husky now has it. So a second chance opportunity here for the Blackhawks, taking it into the paint. Basket will not count. The foul is on the floor. That's Caden Pepper with the strong take.
Good strong take by Pepper right there. And they're going to need more of that. Strong takes to the basket. They went 3 for 10 in the first quarter, so they're going to need more high percentage shots.
Julian Ellis met by 2 defenders. Bankovic with the big block. Husky with the steal. It's good.
That's high percentage.
That is. That's high percentage shots, baby. That's what they're going to need. So they're getting that field goal percentage ticking up a little bit. Remember, water will always find its level. You can't expect them to shoot this poorly the whole game. Bankovic with it now. Sets a screen for Steinhilber. Steinhilber driving, putting it up with the right hand. Good. Oh, they take away the basket. They call an offensive foul. That's Husky down there drawing it. So another stop for the Blackhawks. They're looking to, get a couple stops, get a couple scores. It's a 15-9 ball game.
Let the defense create your offense. I love it. Coach Eubank, that's probably what he told his guys after the first quarter.
Likely so. Hannon with it. Screen there for Pepper. Doesn't necessarily use it. Back to Caden Pepper. Caden Pepper dancing through the lane. Steinhilber gets a hand on it. Another hand on it. Good effort there by Trey Steinhilber. Diving on the floor. Husky. Foul on the floor. That's another one.
Got to mention, the first 4 possessions of this second quarter, Westville has gotten to the basket every single time.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of paint touches here, and that's a good omen.
That is. If you're Boone Grove, you got to tighten up your D.
Ooh, Hannon, left Melkai, banks in a 3 from the left attack area.
And the reason why I mentioned going inside is because once you go inside a couple times, you get confidence, see the ball go in the basket a few times, and then you feel more confident shooting those outside shots.
Yeah, working inside out on offense. Bankovic takes a 1-dribble pull-up from the baseline. No good. Kenny Pepper with the rebound. So a couple stops, couple scores for the Blackhawks. It's now a 3-point ball game. Ellis to the lane. Floating up and in. He's flexing on him. Let's go, Ellis. 15-14 game. It's a game of runs. Timeout.
Westville fans on their feet.
It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. Just mentioned it's a game of runs. What are we seeing here by the Blackhawks that's different, and how are they getting the success?
Their first 4 possessions, they got to the rim. That's exactly what they needed to do, and they found a way to do it. You know, I know Coach Eubank is definitely stressed that. You know, they were 1 for 4 from 3, but they're not a bad 3-point shooting team. They just needed to see the ball go in the basket more, and 4 takes to the basket, 4 scores, a 3-pointer, right back in this ball game. Boom.
That they are. Boom, baby. It's a 1-point ball game with 5 minutes and 58 seconds remaining in the half. It was as advertised going to be a good one. It appears to be so here in the first half. We're approaching the midway point of the second quarter.
Look for a shot for either Melkai or Steinhuber in this possession.
Yeah, so Mason Bills, he's walking gingerly to the bench. He's got one shoe off. He's got his ankle wrapped up and iced. So the athletic trainer's working with him. It's doubtful that he comes in. Certainly not this half. 1-dribble pull-up. Melkai, no good there. Tip, tap. Rebound by Kenny Pepper. Bankovic. Oh, Bankovic takes it away from him and throws it off Kenny Pepper's right knee. It'll stay here. Headsy play by Bankovic. Melkai to inbound underneath.
The pump fake almost got me, too. I wanted to close out on defense right there.
Steinhuber driving middle, stops on a dime at the right elbow, buries another mid-range jumper.
If you can hit that mid-range jump shot consistently, you are definitely at a premium in high school basketball. And Steinhuber, he does that at a very high rate.
That he does. Caden Pepper dials one up, no good. Oh, flying in for the putback is Husky. He's clapping it up because it's still a now 1-point game. Trading baskets. 1-point ball game. Melkai. Bankovic with the screen. They reverse the ball. Again, another reversal. This time middle drive there. Melkai passes it to Coleman. Coleman with the pump fake. Back to Melkai. He's got 2 defenders on him. Stein, Hilber, no good. Short, long rebound there to Coleman. Back out to Melkai, inside out 3, no good. Kenny Pepper with the rebound. Kenny Pepper getting it done on the glass. It's an X factor. Hannon, this scoop and score. Wow. Taking the lead for the Blackhawks. Husky tapping his heels. This Westville Blackhawks defense is seeming to settle in here, going on this nice little run. Steinhuber drives baseline. Looks like he may have stepped out, but he goes into 2 defenders, so it is blocked/stolen. Julian Ellis getting it up court to Hannon. Hannon drops it off to Caden Pepper, and he's fouled.
Great ball movement on a fast break. It's like what every coach practices in practice. You know, 3-on-2 situation, quick passes, get the ball to the rim, and that's what they did there. Now he's shooting 2.
Yeah, beautiful touch pass there by Hannon as he, touches it and gives it off to Caden Pepper. He's at the line looking to extend the lead. Front iron, back iron, and in. Good for the first free throw. Good on the second. Down 3, Steinhilber with it. Down 3, 3 minutes and 33 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Tatum telling Coleman to get down there underneath the basket. He'll drive, he'll take, he'll stop, he'll pop. Misses it long. Rebound there by Ellis. Ellis will take it up himself. Steinhilber guarding Ellis. Ellis shooting. No good for 3. No good there. Steinhilber looking. Westville doing a good job of getting back on defense there.
They are. And Boone Grove, they need to start playing downhill, get to the basket.
One dribble pull up by Bankovic on the baseline. That's good. Here comes Husky. He's running, drawing contact, putting it up with the right hand. It's good.
Good strong take right there by the senior. That is a senior play right there.
Absolutely it is. Takes the lead dribble with his left hand, coming in on the left side of the rim, being able to put it up with his right, absorbing the contact and finishing. Folks, that's Andrew Husky. Three-point play. Three-point play leads to a 4-point lead with under 3 minutes to play in the first half. Malachi puts it between his legs twice. They reverse it, getting it to Steinhilber on the right low wing. Malachi driving baseline. Great move there. Hanging, floating, no good. Rebound by Coleman. He's fouled. Steinhilber, touch pass there to Malachi on the right corner. He's buried it.
That's his shot right there.
Big 3 there to cut the deficit to 1. Mason Bills sitting with his leg outstretched, clapping on his team as he went down earlier in this game. Kenny Pepper, no good. Rebound there by Malachi, pushing it to Steinhilber. Steinhilber being able to regain it there. Oh, no-look floater. Pass, skip, across. Malachi now with it. He floats one up. It's good in there. It goes. Another lead change.
Big basket by Malachi right there.
Yeah, great sequence there by Malachi offensively. Kenny Pepper going in. Bankovic with the foul. Bankovic with the block earlier. Foul there. So he's been doing everything he can to protect the rim. These are two very well-coached teams in Matt McKay and Drew Eubank.
Yes.
So now it's high ball game at 24.
It's like a region legend, Matt McKay, and an up-and-coming coach in the region, Coach Eubank, in his 4th season at Westville. But 2 highly respected coaches, and they do a great job with both their ball clubs.
That they do. It's now another lead change in favor now of the Westville Blackhawks as they're up 25-24. Coming up his hand and trying to guard Steinhilber. Steinhilber with a jump stop, but ball's coughed up. Great pass up the court by Hannon. Caden Pepper, no good. Kenny Pepper there for the putback. Good for Pepper. One Pepper misses, one Pepper makes. 27-24.
Yeah, I like what you did there.
We're having fun. Almost just as much as them. Connor Malachi. Ooh, block there by Husky. He doesn't like it. Another whistle, another foul.
54 seconds left in the half. You really just want to play solid, fundamental defense and not pick up any more fouls.
With under a minute to play, Sam Bavard comes in for Kenny Pepper, so now we only have one Pepper out there. That's Caden Pepper, number 34. He's guarding Daquan Coleman. And Bavard checking in. He's going to have to now guard Bankovic as the Westville Blackhawks are in man. A true half-court man as they're guarding them at the volleyball line with now 30 ticks to go in the half.
Again, looking to get the last shot to keep control of whatever situation happens. You either go in half down by 3, you tie the game, or you're down by 1.
Absolutely. The ball is in their court and in their hands, literally and figuratively. Steinhilber to Vankovic. They swing it around just a little bit, but there's 10 seconds, so you got to go here soon. Steinhilber gets it. 2 defenders on him. Hannon with the steal. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1. Puts it up. It's good. So the worst case scenario there comes to fruition for the Boone Grove Wolves as they have a chance for the last basket, but they give up a transition layup, so they are now down 5 going into the second half. We'll take a break here, folks. Remember, you're watching the PCC Tournament here on the PCS channel.
Did you know?
They decorate over 210,000 cakes a year.
Did you know?
Their butcher will cut your meat your way.
Did you know?
They have trained floral designers in store.
Did you know?
They will make your wedding cake.
Did you know?
They have a variety of deli bakeable entrees.
Did you know?
Their online app has coupons and so much more. Who does that?
Strack and Van Til. Now you know.
Java Wave at your local Family Express is the perfect way to get your day started or keep you moving at any time. With 12 freshly ground bean-to-cup flavors to choose from, Java Wave at Family Express has just what you're looking for, whether it's hot or iced coffee. To see all of the delicious flavor options and to find a Family Express near you, log on to familyexpress.com/JavaWave.
Did you know? Wow, they'll prepare fresh fish while you wait. Did you know?
They make over 40,000 donuts from scratch every week?
Did you know?
They offer 23 different deli platters for your party.
Did you know?
They have freshly chopped fajita mix ready to cook.
Did you know?
They have the best fried chicken in the area.
Did you know?
They offer our signature curbside service 14 hours a day.
Strack and Van Til. Now you know.
Blythe's Athletics in Valparaiso, whose team has been serving your team since 1959, is a leader in athletic apparel and equipment sales. Whether it's off the rack or customized to your specifications, Blythe's has the products and staff to serve you best. Trophies, embroidering, screen printing, athletic shoes, anything you're looking for, you'll find at Blythe's. Visit them today at teamblythes.com, where the athlete shops.
From schools to stadiums, hospitals, and bridges, everywhere you look, union carpenters are building Indiana. With jobs and skilled trades in high demand, there's never been a better time to start building your future. As an apprentice, you'll earn a debt-free college degree, earn while you learn, and receive great benefits like healthcare and retirement. So what are you waiting for? Visit carpenters.com to learn more. Visit carpenters.com and start building your future today.
Since 1919, farming has truly been a Berkey family calling for generations. But it's not just a farm. There is much more for families to enjoy. The county market, with freezers full of homemade, home-raised products. The bakery, where pastries, donuts, and more are made daily. The coffee shop, with local roasted hot and cold coffee and espresso drinks. The restaurant and ice cream parlor. Stop in, you won't be disappointed. Berkey Family Farms, 205 South Main Street in Couts, and on the web at berkeyfarms.com.
Welcome back to Game Day in the PCC on the Porter County Sports Channel, streaming live on the internet at regionsports.com, facebook.com/regionsports, and facebook.com/PCC Sports. We have listeners and viewers tuning in from all over the state, all over the country, and worldwide as we are here broadcasting at Couts High School, the Porter County Conference Tournament. It is the 99th anniversary here. Tournament for the boys, the 50th for the girls. We have a full slate of games here. We are in our second one of today. We had the 11 o'clock game earlier where we saw a victorious Couts Mustangs team. And now we have the Westville Blackhawks and the Boone Grove Wolves going at it here. It's a 5-point game at half. Isaiah, it has been a very good back and forth half. What's kind of been the tale of this first half?
I think the biggest difference that pops out to me is Westville not only recovering from their poor shooting start in the first quarter, but they also are 5 for 5 from the free throw line. So they're shooting 100% from the free throw line, and they're shooting 45% for the game, and that's been the difference in the second quarter. On the other side of things, Boone Grove, they haven't shot any free throws all game. So that means they're not being aggressive, and it's showing they're 2 for 9 from 3, so possibly take those 3-point shots and try to get into the paint, and 39% from the field. So they're getting good looks. They're not falling, but I still think get to the paint more.
Yeah, so perhaps the Wolves have to, get the ball into the basket area more often in the second half to have more fruitful offensive possessions. And it'll increase their shooting percentage likely as, higher percentage shots yield higher percentage results. And so with this Westville Blackhawks team, they've been able to come out to this 5-point lead, and you credit it to their 5 for 5 free throw shooting, right? You knock those away. You take those away, it's a tie ball game. So, but defensively, how have the Blackhawks been doing in this one in the first half?
The length of the Pepper brothers has been affecting Boone Grove. I think that kind of makes Boone Grove a little hesitant when they want to drive into the paint. Trey Steinhuber, he's been getting good looks at the high post area, but outside of that, they are nowhere to be found inside. And when they are inside, they're passing it right back out. So credit that to the Pepper brothers and their length. And also credit that to the Westville defense as a whole for just being tough.
Yeah, great team defense from the Westville Blackhawks in the first half. You mentioned the Pepper brothers and the length there, perhaps discouraging the Wolves from trying to get into the basket area and get it into the paint, getting those paint touches that are ultimately necessary perhaps to come back and win this ball game. Now, mind you, it's a very close game. 5 points in basketball is nothing, especially in this tournament, as we've seen some very special things occur every single year. Speaking of things to occur in the tournament, what will need to be one key major adjustment for the Wolves in this one, whether offensively or defensively, to get themselves into a good start in the second half?
Offensively, the Wolves need to look to get downhill more. I think the high ball screen with Trey coming off of it is working, but he needs to get all the way to the cup, potentially put the Pepper brothers in a situation where they have to foul him. He's elusive, he's shifty with the ball, and I'm sure he could create a challenge for the Pepper brothers to cover down low. Defensively, Boone Grove's just going to have to work harder on sliding their feet on defense without fouling. They sent Westville to the line pretty early in that second quarter, and Westville's taking advantage, obviously, but you just don't want to give them that chance.
Yeah, when you're down 5, you don't want to send your opposing team to the line. Larry, you mentioned it in the broadcast yesterday about you have to be able to make free throws when the ball, or you have to be able to score when the clock is stopped and no one's guarding you. So free throws is one of those things, and the Boone Grove Wolves are going to have to get to the line and prevent Westville from getting to the line, as Westville has shot 5 for 5, 100% in the first half. Yeah, so that was what Larry was talking to us about yesterday in the game. And so this one, we're a couple minutes out from starting the second half. As you can see, the camera's panning over, and you see the Boone Grove Wolves now are taking the floor. On the other side of the floor, you see the Westville Blackhawks. They're getting some jump shots up there. So it's been a good first half, sustained two-way action. What are some things that we anticipate in the second half?
Second half, I look for a battle. As you mentioned before, the PCC Tournament is bringing out a lot of different just energy. It's a different type of energy when you have your community here, your students here, and the opposite community here, and the opposite students here. It's not too often, until tournament time that we get to see this on a regular season type conference tournament basis. So this is pretty unique. You look for the players to really ramp it up because it's the opportunity to play for a championship. And so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, the student sections, the cheer blocks here are something that's a staple of this tournament, as they keep very good statistics on Spirit Award winners. So since the 2015-2016 season, there has been a Spirit Award, which is given to the PCC school that displays the best school spirit during the tournament. So it's a combination of the best cheer block, as well as pom dance routine, as well as cheerleading performance. But then there's also awards for each of those categories. So for instance, of all time, you see the Westville Blackhawks are tied for the most in cheer block awards with 3. And Boone Grove has had a cheerleading award. They have one, and Boone Grove has won 2 pom dance awards in their Spirit Awards. So we have 2 very good student sections and cheer blocks and pom dance teams and cheerleading. So all hands are on deck as we, like you mentioned, Isaiah, we see the community come out in full force for these 2 teams. So we're moments away from the second half here at Couts High School. You are watching the second game, the semifinal between the boys PCC Tournament. Coach Eubank for the Westville Blackhawks, Coach Matt McKay of the Boone Grove Wolves. It's a 5-point game. Here we go. So to start with the ball in this second half, we'll see the Boone Grove Wolves. It'll be Bankovic to inbound. Julian Ellis putting his head to the chest of Connor Melkai. He's going to have to bend down to do so. He's 6 feet tall. Melkai's 5'7". And that is going to be the one-on-one matchup to start.
That's going to be an interesting matchup for the second quarter. You wonder if they'll face guard Melkai a little bit. He has 11 points right now and some pretty good shooting.
Steinhofer guarded by Hannon. Hannon's done a solid job. I mean, Steinhofer, when he gets downhill, like you mentioned, he's able to connect on some mid-range jumpers. Save there by Bankovic. Corralled by Murray. Here's a jump ball. Good start defensively for the Blackhawks as they now have the ball and the possession arrow in favor of them.
And look for Westville to come out with a little chip on their shoulder. They're, as we mentioned before the game, they're on a 7-game win streak. And with that comes confidence. So it's going to be at some point in the second half, they're going to go on a run. How will Boone Grove respond to that?
Kenny Pepper, double team there, able to get the ball back out. It goes from Pepper, it goes to Brooks, and it goes to Ellis as he's able to put it in for the score. Melkai dialing up a 3. Good after the gamble there by Ellis. Melkai able to knock one down. Ellis all the way, no good. Bankovic helps them up as the team's now getting the fast break. Melkai tries to draw some contact, no good. Murray with the putback says, don't worry about it, bud. We got you. We're here. Down 2 are the Wolves.
And they're getting to the cup. They're getting to the basket. That's what you want to see if you're Coach McKay. So Boone Grove, hopefully they can keep it up.
3 dialed up there, off the backboard, doesn't hit the rim. Instead it hits the hands of Andrew Murray. And here come the Wolves.
Downhill is...
Another basket there. Hannon pushing the pace. He's all the way into the paint. He puts one up with his left hand. Karam's around the rim and it goes in. Trading baskets for a moment. Melkai. Steinhilber behind the back dribble. He falls. Ellis there with the ball. It's Ellis going all the way for the deuce.
Good strong take there by Ellis. Gets up a little bit shaky though.
Yeah, he does. He's holding his right hip there.
And I wonder if he re-aggravated that from the first game. He was also holding his shoulder or his hip there in that game as well. So hopefully everything's okay.
It appears to be that he's wincing for a moment. Steinhilber with a beautiful 3. He's flexing. He's fired up. The crowd's fired up. It's now a 1-point game. Hannon driving right past him. Ellis behind the back, being guarded by Melkai. Ellis getting into the paint. Jump stops, gets hit in the face. Caden Pepper now for a corner three, no good. Rebound by Kenny Pepper, and he's fouled. Husky in for Brooks. Hannon in play to Ellis. Ellis driving to his left, stepping back, kicking it to Husky. Husky heaves one for three, and it's good. 4-point game. Husky on Melkai. Steinhilber loses his hand for a moment, able to flip it to Bankovic. Bankovic now gets it back to Steinhilber. Steinhilber from distance, no good. Coleman going in for the rebound, but over the back he goes after the box out by Kenny Pepper.
Got to get a good bucket here. I'm looking to get to the rim if I'm Westville on this possession right here. Really just work the ball around, get it to the rim, and
Husky had his defender up in the air, but he is unable to keep possession of it. Melkai in transition, he floats it up. There's a foul. The refs will confer.
I think he was going to call goaltending, but that was a Boone Grove player that touched the rim.
So they don't. It's a 4-point game after consultation amongst officials. So shooting two will be Connor Melkai. Big free throws here. Doesn't shy away from big moments, though. Drills the first.
There's lots of athleticism on the court right now. These guys are flying around, both physically and they're jumping high as well.
High-octane game. But when it slows down, Melkai is able to knock him down, both of them. Hannon behind his back. Hannon crosses over from right to left. Bullet pass there to Kenny Pepper. Goes out of bounds after Kenny Pepper can't hold on to it. But, it looked like it was a deflection afterwards, so it'll stay here. Ellis with it. Three, Hannon, no good. Hits the rim twice. Bankovic with the rebound. Steinhilber looking up the floor to Melkai. Melkai inside to Coleman. Coleman gets it on the left block. He fades away. He gets fouled. He'll shoot two. Daquan Coleman getting a lot of good minutes here in this game.
Yes, meaningful minutes as well. He's been playing hard down in the paint and creating opportunities for himself as he did right there.
Able to knock down both free throws there, which ties it. So free throw shooting has been essential in this entire tournament. Ooh, Caden Pepper puts it behind the back, spins, no good. Rebound by Murray. Melkai looking up to Coleman. Coleman getting it, going up with it quickly. He's got it for two. He's clapping. They're getting back on defense.
Way to work, big fella. Way to work.
Ellis met by three defenders. He puts it up. He'll shoot two.
That's how you run the floor. That is how you run the floor. Coleman, he did it perfectly right there. As a big, when you know the rebound is out of your reach on the defensive side, you get up the floor, run toward the basket, get your head under the basket, and hope for the best. And that's what they did. And the Boone Grove guards, Melkai, he did a great job keeping his eyes up and seeing him.
Yeah, with Mason Bills going down early in this one with an ankle injury as he's icing and he's sitting on the bench, well, away from the bench, near the scorer's table, rather. Daquan Coleman has came in and he's gave great minutes here, playing alongside Andrew Murray in that front court. And that's been a very key thing here for the Wolves, and what is now a 1-point game, perhaps momentarily. So what is now a tie game.
The free throw shooting continues for Westville.
Murray screen. Melkai drives left, puts it up, no good. Taps it back to Coleman. Coleman inside to Dixon. Dixon front part of the rim, and it rolls in. Ellis running. Dixon guarding. Double dribble. Eubank wants an explanation. Steinhilber. Center court at the K. With 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining here in the third period. Steinhilber pump fake, dribbles back, drives right, stops, drops it in. Hannon to Caden Pepper with the spinning. Up it goes and in.
Big bucket down low by Pepper.
A quick exchange of baskets between the two teams. Steinhilber stopping and going. Getting a screen. Driving downhill. Drops it down to Melkai. Melkai with the patience. Ooh, Melkai dropping it off to Murray. And Murray is fouled. He'll shoot 2. Foul there by Kenny Pepper. Coleman able to knock down 2 free throws at the line. Now they got their other big, and Murray. He shoots and misses his first. And a 2-point ball game with 2 minutes and change to play in the third period. Makes the second. After splitting the pair, the Westville Blackhawks now bring the ball up. Hannon crossing over, right to left, getting it up to Ellis. He's guarded by Steinhilber. Back to Hannon, back to Ellis, this time guarded by Melkai. Ellis, jump stop, puts it up and in, a long, big scoop there.
Westville did a great job attacking the zone right there. If you can get the ball into the middle of a 2-3 zone, you're at great odds.
Beautiful left to right crossover and drive baseline. And layup there by Steinhilber, so he gets a quick basket after the basket by Ellis. Ellis now being guarded by Melkai. They're trying to keep him in the corner there. He drives baseline, power layup, whistle, no good, but he'll shoot 2. All right, so folks, we'll take a break as they take a break. Remember, you're watching Game Day in the PCC on the Porter County Sports Channel.
Since 1919, farming has truly been a Berkey family calling for generations. But it's not just a farm. There is much more for families to enjoy. The county market, with freezers full of homemade, home-raised products. The bakery, where pastries, donuts, and more are made daily. The coffee shop, with local roasted hot and cold coffee and espresso drinks. The restaurant and ice cream parlor. Stop in, you won't be disappointed. Berkey Family Farms, 205 South Main Street in Couts, and on the web at berkeyfarms.com.
Welcome back as Berkey Family Farms in Couts presents PCC 2022 tournament coverage here, brought to you by the PCS channel right here on Region Sports Network. Generations of family tradition since 1919. Visit BerkeyFamilyFarms.com to find out more. Remember, it's more than just a farm. You can visit them at BerkeyFarms.com or call them at 219-766-3851. Berkey Family Farms in Couts. So that's where we are, folks. We're in Couts, the Porter County Conference Tournament semifinal action here. Winner of this will play for a championship against Scouts here. Last year, state runner-up, 29-3. This season, they've done outstanding, and they will be competing for a Porter County Conference Championship later tonight. If they are to win, it will be their 4th in a row. So that's Scouts. Free throw there by Ellis. It's a 47-45 ball game with 91 seconds remaining in the third period. They get a 1-point game.
Big defensive stop here by Westville.
Steinhilber, Melkai driving baseline. Melkai floating it up there. Caden Pepper's there to greet him. Caden Pepper getting it out in transition. The big man will run. He'll try to get into the lane there. There's a foul. And they call an offensive foul by Caden Pepper. It's the team's 4th. I believe that's his 3rd. And Steinhilber now brings it across the timeline in a 1-point game. Steinhilber doesn't want the screen. Instead, he goes baseline, drops it off to Murray. Murray floats it in with a little bit of English, but not enough. Kenny Pepper gets it to Husky. Husky drops it off to Hannon for 3. No good. Rebound by Ellis. Underneath the basket, he goes up strong. Contact, no foul. Husky drops it off to Kenny Pepper. Kenny Pepper going up strong. It'll stay here.
Good ball movement by Westville.
Ellis in rhythm. Front iron misses off back iron as well. No good. Rebound there for the Wolves. Under 30 to play in the third period.
Yep, expect them to hold for the last shot. Control what you can control.
We'll see what Matt McKay has here as Murray standing at the free throw line. And Steinhilber with the ball near half court. Here comes a screen. Steinhilber. No, short. Caden Pepper, good if it goes. Off backboard, not good. But it's a good game here. It's 47-46 going into the fourth quarter. We'll take a break. We'll come back with fourth quarter action in the semifinal here on the PCS channel.
Did you know?
They decorate over 210,000 cakes a year.
Did you know?
Their butcher will cut your meat your way.
Did you know?
They have trained floral designers in store.
Did you know?
They will make your wedding cake?
Did you know? They have a variety of deli bakeable entrees. Did you know?
Their online app has coupons and so much more. Who does that?
Strachan Van Til. Now you know.
From schools to stadiums, hospitals and bridges, everywhere you look, union carpenters are building Indiana. With jobs and skilled trades in high demand, there's never been a better time to start building your future. As an apprentice, you'll earn a debt-free college degree, earn while you learn, and receive great benefits like healthcare and retirement. So what are you waiting for? Visit carpenters.com to learn more. Visit carpenters.com and start building your future today.
Welcome back to the PCS channel. You're watching the 2022 Porter County Conference Tournament, 99th anniversary for the boys. Boone Grove Wolves to start on offense in the fourth quarter. Steinhilber driving baseline, putting up with his right hand. Good. Extends the lead to 3. Into the lane is Ellis. He puts it back up. Kenny Pepper got it back, though. It's 49-48.
Great job on the boards there. And possession before, great job by Steinhilber once again being a gamer.
Steinhilber rejected by Caden Pepper. Stay with us after the game as we'll name the Region Sports Network Blue Collar Player of the Game, brought to you by the Region Sports Network, the only game in town. Melkai looking, surveying, inbounding to Murray. Murray, the big man, up. Off glass, no good. Put back, no good either. Hannon to Ellis. Ellis, little head fake. He gets fouled. Eubank wants to talk to Hannon real quick. Eubank talking to his team here as they inbounded underneath the basket. Hannon in the corner. Ellis. Skip to Husky. Kenny Pepper set up at the elbow.
Great patience by Westville.
Yeah, Hannon puts one up. Flying in for the rebound is Pepper. Pepper no good. Back to Caden Pepper this time. So Pepper missed. Pepper put back. Caden Kenny. Kenny Caden. We got both Peppers on the floor. 2 of 3 Peppers, rather. Murray. Good. Yeah. We have not seen Caleb Pepper. He's a freshman, promising player. 6'1". He's watching on here.
Got to be pretty exciting to be on the bench, even with your brothers, though.
Absolutely.
You know, watching your brothers dominate. Obviously, they get a majority of the playing time. Really over anyone on this team.
Yeah, they're the second and third leading scorers for this team behind Julian Ellis, the Pepper brothers. Murray gets it back out to Melkai. To Steinhilber. Hannon now trailing after guarding him. Now he's drawn 2. Floats it up to Bankovic. Bankovic back down low. There. No good. Husky dancing, sidestepping in for 2. Transition.
Great footwork there.
A little sidestep action. Puts it up for the deuce. Melkai dribbles to that corner. Husky. Good defense there by Husky after the transition layup. Melkai will inbound in front of his bench. Husky guarding the inbound. Steinhilber getting it. To Melkai. Melkai in the corner. Back to Steinhilber. Probably want to reverse the ball here. Drive middle. Melkai heaves one up. No good. But a foul! Is that Coleman? Is that his 4th?
I think that's number 5.
That's his 5th? Wow, so Coleman comes out of here, provided great minutes until he fouls out. Now you have Dixon coming in. Remember, no Bills in this one as he went down early with an ankle injury. He's icing right now, being tended to by the athletic trainer.
That's a tough one to pick up your last foul on. You know,
yeah, I agree.
That's one of those he probably could have just not did it.
Yeah, so we'll take a break here. Remember, you're watching the PCC on the PCS channel.
Blythe's Athletics in Valparaiso, whose team has been serving your team since 1959, is a leader in athletic apparel and equipment sales. Whether it's off the rack or customized to your specifications, Blythe's has the products and staff to serve you best. Trophies, embroidering, screen printing, athletic shoes, anything you're looking for, you'll find at Blythe's. Visit them today at teamblythes.com, where the athlete shops.
Welcome back. Welcome back, folks. You're watching the PCC Tournament here on the PCS channel. Stay with us after the game where we'll name the play of the game presented by IKORCC, the Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio Regional Council of Carpenters. Learn more at IKORCC.com. We have a 3-point ball game with 5 minutes and 41 seconds to play. It's been a tightly contested contest. Sustained 2-way action throughout. Julian Ellis will inbound for the Westville Blackhawks. Here comes Hannon and the Blackhawks.
You got the 2-3 zone by Boone Grove. Westville's done a really good job getting it inside, as they do right there.
They do, and then they're able to kick it back out and swing it. Good ball movement here, looking for a soft spot in this zone. Being strong with the basketball. Skip pass there by Bankovic, or stolen by Bankovic. Bankovic going up all the way. No good. Rebound Bavard.
Really got to credit that as a non-recorded block by Westville by Gavin Hannon.
Ellis going in. Murray looking to take a charge. He doesn't get it. Instead, it's rebounded now out to Steinhober. Steinhober running and going and flying. Blocking. Hardest call for an official. Block charge.
He tried his best right there. He turned his body at the last second.
And he did. So Steinhober at the line now. McKay will talk to Dixon. Steinhober at the line. He sinks the first. Free throws will be crucial in this fourth quarter, if they haven't already been.
Boone Grove 6 for 7 on the game. So about 87-ish%, or no, 90-something percent, I'm sorry. But they're going to be huge going down the stretch.
I'll not have that one go in, as it looked like it went just in and out. 2-point game, Hannon to Ellis. Ellis guarded by Steinhober. Hannon guarded by Melkai. Behind the back, Hannon puts one up, no good. Cameron Dixon with the rebound out to Steinhober. Steinhober looking up to Andrew Murray, who's running the floor well. Puts it up, it's good! Tie ball game. 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Big possession right here if you're Westville. Got to take your time. Get a good shot.
Steinhober goes up in the air. It gets down to Kenny Pepper. Steinhober laying out for it. He goes out of bounds, so it'll stay here. Great diving effort there, though, by Troy Steinhober.
It's for a championship, and you could tell. You could tell if the energy, dedication.
Husky for three, closing out and getting a block there, though, is Bankovic. Kenny Pepper stopping on time, put one up short. Rebounded by Caden Pepper. It's good. Pepper in the front court. It's a 2-point game. Melkai steps into a three. No good. Rebounded by Ellis. Ellis running. Stops on a dime mid-range jumper. Pull up good. He looks to the crowd. He says, how about it? 4-point lead. Steinhober baseline. No good. Dixon going up with it. We got a whistle. Foul there. Dixon now to the line. Sinks the first one. Rattles in the second. Hannon. Melkai with the steal. Steinhober. Deflection. No steal, though, as Bankovic corrals it, but there's a steal there by Kenny Pepper. Julian Ellis, 2-point game. Gets it to Husky. Draws to Kenny Pepper. Deflection there by Melkai, and it's stolen. Steinhober gets it stripped. Here comes Ellis on Murray. Ellis, good!
Gets the roll. Wow. Westville has been very impressive around the basket.
That they have. And they have a lead to show for it. Steinhilber dials one up. No good. Here comes Ellis again. This time working on Melkai. Drives past him. Goes up with it. Charge. Offensive foul. Ellis can't believe it. It looks like it was a good call, though, in my opinion. I don't know about you, Isaiah.
It was a good call. It was a good call. I'm not going to lie. I took my eyes off of the play action and looked straight up at the basket.
Hey, it's sensory overload out here. The crowd is going absolutely bonkers in this one. It's a huge game atmosphere. There's nothing else like this besides the IHSAA tournament.
Yes, this has just been a great environment.
Steinhilber gets it into Murray. Murray goes middle, stops, pump fakes up, no good. Kenny Pepper with the board. That's another for him. Hannon now. Caden Pepper. Cross-court pass to Husky, gets back to Ellis. Minute and 10 seconds remaining in the fourth. Ellis. Oh, great poke there by Melkai. Steinhilber with it. He'll go all the way. Blocking. So after the foul there, Steinhilber at the line. We're under a minute to play in a 4-point game in the fourth quarter.
Big free throws right here. But I don't have to mention that, right?
Crucial. Clutch as he sinks that first one. And timeout by Coach Matt McKay. It is a full timeout, so we'll take a break here, folks. You're watching the PCC on the PCS channel.
Java Wave at your local Family Express is the perfect way to get your day started or keep you moving at any time. With 12 freshly ground bean-to-cup flavors to choose from, Java Wave at Family Express has just what you're looking for, whether it's hot or iced coffee. To see all of the delicious flavor options and to find a Family Express near you, log on to familyexpress.com/JavaWave.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The second game here of 4 that will be played today here at Couts High School. It is the semifinal between the Boone Grove Wolves and the Westville Blackhawks. They will play Couts. The winner of this will play Couts in the championship game this evening. But we're under a minute to go here in the fourth quarter. We have a 2-point ball game. An outstanding game so far, and this crowd has made it that much more special.
Yes, we've been mentioning it time in and time out, but it's really just that's how much credit this tournament deserves. Lots of spirit.
Boone Grove with pressure that extends into the backcourt. Kenny Pepper with the take, and he will go to the line. So Boone Grove comes out. They try to press. Westville able to get it through and break it and get Kenny Pepper to the line. Sinks the first after it caroms off the rim.
This is going to be a big free throw right here.
It's huge, and with each passing moment in this game, it seems like it's getting tighter and tighter and tighter. And with the second free throw miss there, as tight as this game gets, the more critical fundamentals become.
Yes, and I have to mention Westville. That was their first free throw miss of the game. They're now 10 for 11. So That's pretty impressive that they got 10 consecutive in a row.
Yeah, and can you imagine without it where this game would be? It's a 3-point game here with 23 seconds to play. Steinhilber gets it to Dixon, back to Melchi. 15 seconds. Timeout, Coach Matt McKay. So we'll stay here. We have 14 and a half ticks to go. It's a 3-point ball game. Boone Grove with the ball. Isaiah, it doesn't get much more critical than this. This is the biggest possession of the game. What do you think Coach Matt McKay is telling his guys right now?
Well, Coach Matt McKay, being a 25-plus year veteran as a coach, he is making sure his guys are calm. He's drawing up a set, probably something they've ran before. They've done situations in practice, and he's telling them, we got to get a good look for 3, but if we don't get it, we got to get the rebound and give ourselves a chance. So it's going to hurt them not having their big guys in the game due to foul trouble and injury, but they're still going to get a good look. On the Westville side of things, you just got to defend without fouling. Defend without fouling. Don't put Boone Grove on the free throw line. Don't extend the game. Just fundamental defense. Keep your hands up, and they'll walk away heading into the championship tonight.
So for the Westville Blackhawks, out there is Gavin Hannon along with Andrew Husky. You have 2 Pepper brothers and Caden and Kenny along with Julian Ellis. They'll be on defense. Andrew Murray's to inbound it. Out there for the Wolves, you see there's Cameron Dixon, Jared Bankovich, Trey Steinhilber, and Connor Melchi. Mason Bills, a starter, went down early in this one. He has a hurt ankle. He was being seen by the athletic trainer. The refs confer at the scorer's table. Perhaps a situation with how many timeouts.
But this is what a veteran coach like Coach McKay wants. You know, you get an extra moment to see what defense Westville potentially was set up in, and that now they're going to come back out. He might make some last-second adjustments right here, but I would honestly look for Melchi to get the ball in the corner,
okay,
or Steinhilber to get the ball at top of the key.
Okay, yeah, Steinhilber in space has been tremendous. Melchi is shooting outstanding from the corners. So Coach Eubank also talking to his team defensively too, so these coaches have another moment here to speak to their teams. Fleeting moments, as we should be back here soon after the refs consult with the scorer's table. This has been an outstanding tournament. This is the second game of this 4-game slate here at Couts High School, as the tournament will conclude this evening with the girls championship as well as a boys championship game. So folks, stay with us all day long, all evening, as we'll have action for you tonight as well after this game, starting at 6 o'clock in the girls Porter County Conference Tournament Championship. You'll see the South Central Satellites, and they'll play the Couts Phillies. So that will be a tremendous game. That will be at 6 o'clock, and we are moments away from finding out who the Couts Mustangs will play at 8 o'clock, as they'll play the winner of this game for the Porter County Conference Boys Tournament Championship. Eubank talking to his boys. McKay, the same.
Yeah, McKay, Coach Eubank, he's telling his guys, hey, I'm actually wondering if they want to put them on the line with a 1-on-1 situation still. You know, so that could be something to look for. Foul them on the catch. Don't even give them a chance to shoot.
Yeah, and perhaps you try to target someone that you want to send to the line, and so you'll definitely be denying Melchi. You'll definitely be denying Steinhilber for and that's something that perhaps they're discussing as well. And if you're Coach Matt McKay, you're also talking about what do you do after the shot goes in, if it goes in. But he's probably saying after the shot goes in, you got to give that confidence to your players. But you have to be now considering all potential outcomes here, as with only 14 and a half seconds, this game is going to be decided on fundamentals and execution.
There you have it right there. Be decided on fundamentals. Everybody stands to their feet. I can see if Murray takes out the ball, Westville might double team Steinhilber.
Absolutely. So then perhaps to get the ball back to Murray?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see how this unfolds. Melkai gets it. At the volleyball line, he dribbles between his legs. Takes it to the right side of the floor, bounces back out.
There goes the double team on Steinhuber.
Murray, open three in the corner, short. Rebounded by Bankovic, back up, it goes, no good. This ball game's over. The Westville Blackhawks will play for a championship later tonight.
Great game by the Blackhawks. Great game by the Blackhawks. Love the spirit. Students rushing the floor, and this isn't even the champion. This isn't even the championship game. So, wow, great tournament.
An outstanding game here at Couts High School, and we got 2 more games to play, and they'll both be for hardware. Remember, we'll take a break. Come back with some post-game coverage. You're watching the PCC Tournament, where you can only find it on the PCS channel.
Since 1919, farming has truly been a Berkey family calling for generations. But it's not just a farm. There is much more for families to enjoy. The county market, with freezers full of homemade, home-raised products. The bakery, where pastries, donuts, and more are made daily. The coffee shop, with local roasted hot and cold coffee and espresso drinks. The restaurant and ice cream parlor. Stop in, you won't be disappointed. Berkey Family Farms, 205 South Main Street in Couts, and on the web at berkeyfarms.com.
Did you know? Wow, they'll prepare fresh fish while you wait. Did you know?
They make over 40,000 donuts from scratch every week?
Did you know?
They offer 23 different deli platters for your party.
Did you know?
They have freshly chopped fajita mix ready to cook.
Did you know?
They have the best fried chicken in the area.
Did you know?
They offer our signature curbside service 14 hours a day.
Strachan Van Til, now you know.
From schools to stadiums, hospitals and bridges, everywhere you look, union carpenters are building Indiana. With jobs and skilled trades in high demand, there's never been a better time to start building your future. As an apprentice, you'll earn a debt-free college degree, earn while you learn, and receive great benefits like healthcare and retirement. So what are you waiting for? Visit carpenters.com to learn more. Visit carpenters.com and start building your future today.
Java Wave at your local Family Express is the perfect way to get your day started or keep you moving at any time. With 12 freshly ground bean-to-cup flavors to choose from, Java Wave at Family Express has just what you're looking for, whether it's hot or iced coffee. To see all of the delicious flavor options and to find a Family Express near you, log on to familyexpress.com/JavaWave.
Welcome back, everyone. You're seeing that Porter County Conference logo as we pan out and we look at a floor here that is now being emptied but will be packed later this evening. Boone Grove has fallen to the Westville Blackhawks. Westville wins this one 59-56 in what was a tremendous game. So here joining us post-game coverage here brought to you by Berkey Family Farms. So Isaiah, an outstanding game, and there were peak performers on both teams, so we'll get to those. It's time to name these peak performers, celebrating the best performances on the court. So for each team, today's peak performer for the Westville Blackhawks would be who?
Caden Pepper, and he just had a phenomenal game with 11 points. Tremendous job on the boards as well. Also 2 for 2 from the free throw line, but he was everywhere. His length definitely affected what Boone Grove wanted to do on offense, forcing them to take outside shots. And then on the offensive end, he was just he really sucked in the defense, opening up opportunities for everybody on his team.
He certainly did, and in an effort where his team fell short, who would be today's peak performer for the Boone Grove Wolves?
Connor Melkai. He did a great job really taking the load off of Trey. Because, everybody coming into the game knew that Trey was going to be, Steinhuber was going to be the best player on the floor. And that's why Westville really shifted their game plan toward him. But Connor Melkai, he said, hey, I'm a good ball player as well, hitting down short corner jumpers, knocking down shots, getting to the basket, opening up opportunities for his teammates as well. And he finished the game with 16 points on pretty good shooting. Also knocked down 2 threes as well and was perfect from the free throw line. So hats off to him. He's our blue-collar player of the game.
You can't get better than perfect. So we'll go to the IKORCC play of the game now. And it was one of those where there were so many great plays throughout that we just had to know that those just the next best play was coming. And so it's time to name that play of the game presented by IKORCC, Build Your Future. And what was the play of the game today?
The play of the game, me being a coach, I'm going to have to go with the defense. The defensive stop at the end of the game was the play of the game. You had the timeout with the extra timeout and the adjustment. And with high school kids, that's hard. You hope you don't lose focus with them. You hope that they don't overthink things in that 2-minute span that we had with no ball play. But Westville, that didn't phase them. They came out. They followed whatever Coach Eubank told them to do, which was probably double-team Steinhuber, and they did. They took away his shot. They took away Melky's shot, forcing Boone Grove to get a wide-open look from Murray, which he had a good look, but they sealed the game at the end with a rebound. So you got to love that.
Yeah, the defense was not wanting perhaps Melky or Steinhuber to take that final shot. They did not want the ball game to be in the hands of those two players. They're peak performers, as we mentioned. And now we go to, it's the Region Sports Network Blue Collar Player of the Game, brought to you by the Region Sports Network, the only game in town. The Region Sports Network Blue Collar Player of the Game today was?
Melky. Connor Melky, he had a great ball game today, and as we mentioned before, he did a great job shooting, great job facilitating the offense, great job allowing Trey to be able to flow and get his points as well. Melky opened up the floor for Trey, and people aren't going to realize that by just looking at the stat sheet, seeing the leading scorer, which was Trey. But Melky did a great job tonight. Hats off to him.
Yeah, hats off to Melky, although it was in a losing effort, so he's kind of like a Jerry West right here, getting, some blue-collar action player of the game. But, outstanding performances by Melky, as well as, you cannot go without mentioning Julian Ellis in this one. He did an outstanding job. Daquan Coleman came in and gave some great minutes for the Wolves when Bills went down with an injury. And so there you have it, folks. That's post-game coverage here live at Couts High School. Remember to join us for the championship games this evening starting at 6 o'clock. So pay attention to that Region Sports feed if you're watching on Facebook or if you're on regionsports.com. So, folks, we want to acknowledge our crew today. Executive producer Chris Ramirez, coordinating producers Nathan Laird and Larry Babcock. I'm Mike Shamia alongside me, and this one was Isaiah Gransberry, an outstanding job. Also Zach Miller on the camera, and David Walters hooking us up with the stats throughout. Honestly, that is so critical in a game like this. It's going back and forth, and we're trying to keep track of what's going on. We're trying to give you the scoop. We're trying to let you, tell you what's going on in this game. And David Walters coming up huge once again. Also, special thanks to Joe Wagner here at Couts, the athletic director. Outstanding job hosting this tournament. Also, special thanks to Coach Drew Eubank of the Westville Blackhawks, as well as Matt McKay of the Boone Grove Wolves. And to thank all of you viewers on Facebook.com/RegionSports and RegionSports.com. Remember, stay tuned for 6 o'clock, the Girls Championship game here on the PCS channel. Take care.